Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. It's the brother Bayan here to bring you a quick lesson. Prior to get started, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect and you Akim and you Akwad, which is your brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. All right, and unknowingly, I was actually, building up a lesson, meditating on a lesson, and I had a bit of it done already. Now, honestly, I dropped a little bit of it on a previous lesson of mine. I think I had a title something about being doers and not hearers only. But with that being said, I guess this is going to be a follow-up, a part 2 of that. All right. It's going to definitely go a different direction from that other lesson. But these precepts that I got written down for this lesson, it's kind of like a step-by-step booklet, just a what's the word? A conclusion, a conclusion of what needs to be done, to work towards your salvation, the signs that you should be showing, to the Lord, that you're actually out here trying to do this work, because again, what is titled right here is knowing is half the battle. All right. So again, the title of this lesson is going to be knowing is half the battle. All right. And just as is, just as the title is, that's what a lot of people seem to run away with. Okay. But I'm going to just jump straight into it. This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 17. It says, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. All right. And that's 2/3 of our people, man. 2/3 of our people, they believe that they have the faith, it's just something that's automatically put in to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Regardless if you was in the church or not, or if you grew up in the church, who knows, however your route was coming up in this world, it was always something that you knew was there. It was always the thought of your mind of being like a reason, why I narrowly escaped death, why I got this, why I'm in a position where I'm in, it's a boneheaded thought to think that you're doing this on your own will, but they got niggas in the world that still think that you'll see on like award shows that they'll boast in themselves and get on the stage and be like, first and foremost, I want to thank me. All right, but ultimately it's the Lord, man. So we always know that it's something that's there. We always knew it was something that's there, having that faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But is that enough? And the answer is no. All right, but continuing on, verse 18, it says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. All right, so you're going to see my faith by my works. Okay, that's the position that you want to be in. All right, because if you love the Lord, you're going to follow his commandments to the best of your ability. At the end of the day, not just hear it and be like, okay, the Lord said I need to do this, but I'm gonna kind of do my own thing. Nah, you show that love. That's how you show love to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, love is an action. Love is not just a word. A word of affirmation. I love somebody. No, if you love me, like the Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Okay. But again, it says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Well, show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Thou believest that there is one power, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? All right, and it's a how can I say, an ingredient? It's a recipe. It's a recipe to this thing, man. All right, it's faith and works. You can't just have works without faith, and you can't just have faith without works. They gotta intertwine at the end of the day. Okay. Again, O vain man, that faith without works is dead. All right, it's dead. If you're not doing the works of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, what are you doing? All right. If you don't have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, what are you doing? All right. Them two, they got to coincide. All right. And that's how the Lord has this thing, man. All right. And, you know, these next couple of precepts is just going to be something quick and simple. Like I said, a play-by-play, step-by-step booklet, you know. And kicking it off, I'm going to kick it off with Romans 12:1. All right. This is part of your works, what you need to do. Okay. Romans 12:1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. All right? Present your bodies as a living sacrifice. All right? And how do you do that? All right? By putting these epistles up, by being on the highways and byways. All right? What people would think would be putting yourself in harm's way at the end of the day. All right, because, you know, especially how the world is right now, you know, and the thoughts of these 2/3 and these heathen in this world, you know, whenever you speak in the word of the Lord, all right, you're putting yourself in physical danger. All right. And hey, what's more of showing, you know, that you love somebody by doing that work and putting yourself in physical danger. All right. And you would think that, all right, that's foolish. You know, why would the Lord want you to do that? All right, because again, love is an action. I'm showing that I love the Lord by putting myself in this scenario, all right, in this workplace, all right. Because if you go throughout the scriptures, the prophets, when they were out and about, you know, it was never truly that everybody loved hearing these things. They never liked to hear that the world was going to be destroyed, you know, at that point in time, that whatever they were going through was going to be destroyed, or this was going to be messed up, or we was going to go into slavery. You know, the prophets been on the highways and byways, been speaking these words. All right, you know, but overall, you could just see that it was something that was never liked. And, you know, they got many, you know, stories, you know, Paul and them being stoned, you know, being stoned to death. And so on and so forth, you know, just being mocked, all right? But ultimately, that's putting yourself as a living sacrifice of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, okay? And that's pleasing to the Lord to know that you're willing to do this for me, all right? And now that you're doing that for me, I got you, all right? I'm going to protect you in the times of trouble, all right? For small, minor things. These are small, minor things that the Lord expects of us, all right? But in this world, people will blow it up bigger than what it is. All right. But that just shows you, you know, the good works that you're doing at the end of the day. All right. Putting your body as a living sacrifice for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's the ultimate badge of honor that you could ever hold. Okay. Being in the knowing of this thing and doing the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's a badge of honor. So wear that with a, you know, with your head up high, man. All right. It's nothing more better in this world that you could be doing right now except for serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? And continuing on, I'm going to read 12:1, Romans 12:1 again, and I'm going to finish it off in 2. Romans 12:1, it says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. It's your reasonable service. All right? Can't leave that out. It's a reasonable service. It's something that's required of you. It's a requirement of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to present your bodies as a living sacrifice. All right, your reasonable service, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, and being not conformed by this world. All right, because mostly the things that you'll hear of you know, being on the block or so, they'll be like, oh, like, man, they got dresses on. All right, these garments that we have on, they'll be like, oh, they got dresses on. You know, they look like complete fools, and they out here screaming about the white man being Esau, Edom, and the world and destruction and stuff like that. It look like fools, man. All right, but once you get into these scriptures, you fully understand that, man, the Lord is not joking one bit about this thing. All right, so let me again transform my mind out of this place. All right, this place is full of destruction. All right, And these ain't nothing but dead men opinions that is coming towards us at the end of the day. So that shouldn't bother you no way, at all. All right. But being transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. Just know that, not looking at the negative aspect of it, of hearing, outside voices, but hearing the voice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that this is the acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's the only thing that matters, man. All right, you shouldn't be ashamed in this thing, in this work that we're doing. All right, because at the end of the day, this is what the Lord expects. You're meeting the Lord's expectations. You're not meeting the world expectations. All right, so the world is going to talk to you. They're going to talk down on you. Your family is going to talk down on you about these things. Okay, but at the end of the day, again, what's a dead man's opinion? All right, a dead man's opinion means nothing. All right, it means nothing at all. But knowing that I'm pleasing the Lord, that should be the only thing that matters to you. All right, and these are part of the works that needs to be done. All right, and another quick one I got is 2 Timothy. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of the truth. Let me read that again, man. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, a workman that needed not to be ashamed. Not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, man. All right? That's another a step in this thing, man. Another play in this booklet right here. All right? This book of life right here. That's study to show yourself approved. All right? On your off time. Find some things to do to keep you in the spirit. All right? Because it could be taken away from you. It could be taken away from you, any minute, any second, any day. All right? So having that trembling fear, to constantly keep yourself involved. All right? That's another a step to this thing, man. All right? And trust me, it's not always easy, especially dealing with work and stuff. Sometimes you just gotta build yourself up and work yourself up to be like, all right, I'm gonna give myself about a good 10, 20, 30 minutes, a couple chapters. I'm gonna read over this. I'm gonna watch these videos. I'm gonna listen to these videos. I'm gonna take these notes. It may not be perfect. It may not be as long as I wanted to do, but something is better than nothing. All right. At this point in time, something is better than nothing. All right. Not saying settle for less, but they got people out here that's not doing a damn thing. All right. And at this point in time, being, towards the end of things, man, you want to separate yourself from the pack. All right. You want to make it clear as possible and separate yourself away from the pack, man, because the Lord, we already started this year off with fires out there in Cali, homie with the truck on Bourbon Street, the Lord, he letting it be known, man. So at this point in time, like, many videos and stuff I've been watching with bros, like, man, you at this point in time, lukewarm, that shouldn't be nowhere in your mind. All right, you should be wanting to rev up and get into a fire mode that just can't be tamed. All right, and that's the goal. Okay, the goal is to be fired up in this thing. So when the Lord comes back, he finds that servant that's been faithful. But again, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. All right, so we got showing, having faith in your works coincide each other. All right, these 1 and 2, faith and works. All right, and then we got the Romans 12 and 1, having your bodies a living sacrifice. Putting yourself out there and letting the world know. Cleaning your hands. As the Lord requires, cleaning your hands from the world of putting His word out. Okay, and then studying to show thyself approved. All right, and I'm gonna end it off with this one in the book of Matthew, chapter 22. One of my favorite scriptures to always be a reminder. All right, and this is gonna be the last precept to end it off. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 36. It says, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Yahushua said unto him, red letters, Yahushua speaking, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. All right. So, again, that's the everything in a nutshell, in a worldly sense, that worldly saying right there, everything in a nutshell. All right. Having yourself as a living sacrifice to Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. Studying to show yourself approved, constantly keeping your mind on the will of Yahweh Shem Shai and continue to learn more, because the rabbit hole definitely gets deeper and deep, every day. The men that's been working in this truth for years are constantly diving deep and deeper into this thing and explaining things better and better, as we go on. So this rabbit hole gets deeper. All right. But again, finishing it off, brotherly love, man. Showing loving thy neighbor as thyself. All right. That's the second, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. All right. So we know that we show our love and reverence to Yahweh Shem Shai to the best of our ability, to continue to do these things and knowing the will of the Lord, pleasing the Lord. All right. But it's also pleasing to the Lord too, showing love to your brother, man. All right, your brothers in arms, the brothers that you're standing shoulder to shoulder with on the block. All right, all of these things that's going on, man. These are only brought out 4 precepts, but in a nutshell, doing these things right here would definitely, have your chances pretty good with your salvation at the end of the day. All right. Ultimately, just can't say that, oh, this is what's gonna, ultimately it's the will of the Lord at the end of the day. But this right here, the Lord is letting you know these things, man. This right here is pleasing to me. All right. Brotherly love, putting yourself as a living sacrifice. All right. Having faith and works together. All right. And keeping yourself just involved with me. All right. But I think that was pretty much it, man. So I pray that this lesson was edifying. Prior to get out of here, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, and you Akim and you Agwad, which is your brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. All right, and knowing is half the battle, and let's get to it. And shalom.